It's a beautiful morning here on Omanfm. This is Maritime and Port News. Maritime and Port News is proudly sponsored by the Ghana Shippers Authority. They provide you with the best in all your shipping solutions. Contact them at the Shippers House in Accra for all your shipping solutions. Maritime and Port News is also supported by Amin Scientific and Alternative Medical Hospital. Amin, God is our healer. My name is Nanesi Boateng. Let's take a look at our stories this morning. The fourth berth of the MPS Terminal 3 at the port of Tema has been completed and duly commissioned for business. The land work covers 4.2 hectares right at the terminal's waterfront and stretches the MPS Terminal 3 quayside to 1,400 meters at a dredged level of minus 16.9 meters. The expanded facility at the terminal is expected to double total annual handling capacity to 2.5 million TEUs. Speaking at the commissioning of the Berth 4, the Deputy Transport Minister Frederick Obeng-Adom said such infrastructural development are bound to help enhance the country's economic fortunes. Meanwhile, Director General of the Ghana Port and Harbours Authority, Michael Lugoje, said the provision of the Berth 4 at the terminal consolidates Tema's position as a strong player in maritime trade. He said the Berth 4 is significant because Ghana have become a center of attraction, and currently transshipment has grown last year by almost 28%, and this year is also seeing a significant growth, and bigger vessels are calling our port, making Ghana a hub in the maritime industry. On his part, the CEO of MPS, Mohammed Samara, expressed optimism the investments made in the facility will make Tema a force to reckon with in the transshipment business, while positioning the country as a sound and solid footing for effective trading thereafter. Now, trade tensions between the Ghana Union of Traders Association (GUTA) and the Nigeria Union of Traders Ghana (NUTAG) have been on the rise over the past decade over what the former terms as infiltration of the retail market by foreigners. However, the impasse between Ghanaian traders and their Nigerian counterparts looks to be closing in on resolution. The bone of contention has been whether it is lawful or otherwise for these foreigners, particularly Nigerians, to engage in the retail trade on the Ghanaian soil. It would be recalled that the Greater Accra Regional Chairman of GUTA, David Kwadwo Amoateng, stated categorically that the GIPC Law 865 as well as ECOWAS Protocol on import of trade is clear, and accordingly any practice not in line with them are illegal. The president of NUTAG, however, called for harmonization of the GIPC law with that of the ECOWAS. More than 2 years down the line, there remains significant agitations among the trade groups, but an agreement has been reached on the way forward. Now, speaking on the issue, President of the Ghana Union of Traders Association (GUTA), Dr. Joseph Obey, revealed that an arrangement is ongoing to bring the matter to rest. If you just join us, this is Maritime and Port News. Airbus plans to open by year's end a production line in the US for converting used A321 passenger jets into freighters as part of an expansion strategy that will triple output by 2024 for the narrow-body aircraft and the larger A330, according to a company official. EFW, a joint venture between Airbus and Singapore's ST Engineering, is increasing its capacity to the point that it will be able to produce about 60 converted aircraft per year for conversion, about 30 each for the A330 and new A321 narrow-body conversion program by 2024. According to the spokesperson, Ank Lemke, the above is up from the 19 conversions that is expected to carry out this year. The company is setting up a new conversion line in San Antonio for the smaller A321 program that is scheduled for completion in December. It also plans to establish production facilities in China and the US for the 330 configuration in 2022. And in each case, EFW will partner with existing airframe repair facilities. This is Maritime and Port News with me, Nanesi Boateng. Now, exporters who trade between North Europe and China are currently frustrated and are said to be snapping up space on a disruptor container line sailing that begins its eastbound loading program at the end of next week. The 3,534 TEU Jintha Shout, operated by Dubai headquartered Cargo Gulf, is en route to North Europe with a full load of Asian export, the second head haul ad hoc sailing performed by the Panamax vessel. But on this voyage, Cargo Gulf is also tapping into the backhaul market and export cargo left stranded on quays at North European hubs. Asian carriers are skipping numerous calls at North European box port due to berthing delays and overlanding import at the next available port for relay to the regional destination. However, this means export cargo not making nominated sailings is left for the next available vessel, which can see these containers delayed for several weeks. Moreover, even if the ship does make its intended call, carriers are prioritizing the shipment of empty equipment over lading exports, a situation one UK forwarder described as a growing nightmare. And finally, while some countries in Southeast Asia are opening up to vaccinated US travelers, others remain closed, even as many European countries reopened their borders in the spring and summer. Southeast Asia has remained largely closed to tourists. The region that was home to some of the pandemic's early success stories is only now recovering from a massive Delta variant-driven surge of COVID-19 cases in August and September. But with vaccinated campaigns gaining strength, some Southeast Asian countries have recently started announcing reopening plans, including the popular tourism destinations Thailand and Singapore. For the most part, however, Southeast Asian countries are taking their time and are reopening their borders very slowly and carefully. So, it might not be time to plan that multi-country, months-long backpacking trip through the region just yet. That will be all for this morning's edition of Maritime and Port News. Maritime and Port News is proudly sponsored by the Ghana Shippers Authority. They provide you with the best in all your shipping solutions. Contact them at the Shippers House in Accra, and is also supported by Amen Scientific and Alternative Medical Hospital. Amen, God is our healer. I am Nanesi Boateng. That will be all for this morning's edition of Maritime and Port News. Join me same time tomorrow for another edition. Have a pleasant day.
Omanfm.
Project bi na mani wo so na me yi ansana